And we're back for part two here on October 4th, Saturday. We had a good killer couple of hours on our forward session. And now we're back. I'm going to be here for a couple more hours, try to get through this dono list. It's a pretty fat list, but I'm really excited that I have a wonderful amount of people hanging out with us today here at the Kados. I actually have a few new people that came in too, and they donoed and joined, and they're hanging out, and that's just what we do here in this community. So had a nice little dinner break, and I'm ready to go. I have, well, I should have made a new cup of coffee, but meh, I'll be all right. What else do I have here for snacks? I'm good. Okay, here we go. Our very first track for this part two of today is coming from Senor Rui. And let's see, what does it say here for the message? It's time to switch gears for something very chill and haunting, assuming Doc Doom didn't play something right before mine. Doc Doom's another one of our Kados here. The song is a great example of minimalist art pop, built on a simple hypnotic chord loop, giving it a melancholic feel. The song poses the question, are you looking for a greener world? I think we're all looking for a greener world in some way, shape, or form. And while it touches on the search for utopia, the director of the music video revealed the title also refers to a green screen. The world that is essentially simulated. It's the tension between raw human vulnerability and uncanny digitized reality that makes the piece so haunting and powerful. So Senor Rui wants us to listen to Gwilym Gold is the name of the artist band, and the name of the song is Greener World. Let's go.
Did you even think about it?
It's giving me a little bit of a Radiohead vibe. Oh, that was great. Beautiful subtle string arrangement in the back.
Oh, please don't be loud. Everything will soon be clear.
I love that. The video is actually just as unique as the music. I mean, this is very well put together. I love what he's doing with the piano. love the stress that this chord changes makes. Senor V, this was a kick-ass track. There's no two ways about it. I love the dissonance of the chord changes that were just happening. Yeah, it was a little more than 2 chords. I think perhaps, Senor V, maybe you were locking in when you said, you know, it was standing in a loop. Maybe just the pattern of, I think that was, I'm going to say G, I don't know. Da, 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 da. That pattern in of itself, the chords were cycling around it. And what I also loved is as the constant eighth note of da, da, da was going there, the chord patterns would shift and the left hand with it. And when it was happening down here, the chord pattern would shift up to the right hand while it was still holding that down. Love the guy's voice. Gave me full-on Radiohead vibes right up at the beginning. But I think it's also a little bit of the tone of his voice and where he's singing in that same vein as Thomas York does in that you know, that kind of performance. And also the piano and the chords and stuff, very, very much, you know, in that same soup, which is extremely hard to do and pull off and to sound unique like this one did. So I thought that was really super badass and I loved it. What a great way to start the second part of the Abbacado show. But that was a beautiful track. As a matter of fact, I saved it. I'm gonna listen to it before my next gummy kicks in, because it's worthy of that. Trippy video too. Okay, not that I took a gummy on my break, I'm just saying tonight when I go to sleep. Lacrimosa. Are you still here with us, Lacrimosa? All he says is aloha and some black gaze. Oh, yay. Guys, black gaze. I have become a fan of black gaze. And you know I have. Let's check this out. The name of the band is Holy Fawn. The song is Beneath a Lightless Star. Ooh, I like that. Little play on words there. Let's go. Bruh. You guys laughing at me because I almost died? This is such a badass track because that opening did kind of suck me in. almost like the music was coming through a grave, like 6 feet under, like, and then I like how the bass is kind of taking the front end of the performance. I love how this pulls us down a little bit in the dynamic because you know they're going to hit us again. That's the best way to explain it right there, MP3 Junkie. Black metal shoegazy kind of vibe, man. There's just something about it. But this is badass. This is the third dynamic break that we've had. So, Lacrimosa, the breaks in the darker, heavier part of the the black metal shoegaze kind of vibe. What did you call it? The black gaze kind of thing. When the punch comes in, obviously that's where that heaviness really takes over for me, and I just love that tone of the shoegaze blend with the black metal kind of vibes and stuff. But what I loved what this band did is, like, even at the very beginning, when it caught me on the jump scare, I was really into it because, I already planted the seed by saying that it was kind of a, black metal shoegaze kind of vibe. So in my mind, I was waiting to hear it come and hit. But what ended up happening was that very front, maybe 40 seconds, the way it was engineered and the vocals were really hard to listen. I had to lean into it. It almost sounded like if I was sitting at a gravesite or, and that's coming from the ground, like you're leaning in to go, is that what's really, I'm hearing something, but I don't know. And of course it pulled me in and smashed my head in with a jump scare. I'm sure somebody clipped it. They repeated doing those things like 4 times. The 4th time wasn't so long, but I love those kind of breaks. I would dare to say that's kind of like the space between the notes, that old saying that the trumpet player kind of made famous. I can't remember the trumpets in the airplane, and he's so famous. I'm sorry, it's just my brain. But it was almost like, the more power of the black metal shoegazy parts, even though they changed the dynamics into these smaller parts, a few times, that's like the peacefulness that kind of brings you back down into it and then goes ahead and just brings you back and holds you over the fire again and takes you away. And Hold you over the fire. Miles Davis. Yes, thank you so much, Silence. Miles Davis. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it felt like to me. This track was like starting off with like kind of dangling you over the possibilities. You don't know what you're hearing. Here's the fire, and then take you back. Ha ha ha. No, you don't get used to it yet. Take you back. Great track. Love it. I love the shoegaze vibes. Thank you so much, Lacrimosa. And I hope you're doing well, if I do say so myself. Okay, next up, we have... Oops. Boink. Misty Souls 2. Okay, it looks like we're going to listen to some anime. This is a song that was written for the anime by Akino from Bless 4. The scene this plays through involves a girl who fell in love with someone they thought to be a transfer student, but was ultimately discovered to be a spy from the enemy forces, dun 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 dun, who also fell in love with her. There are lots of character development and dialogue in the show while the song plays, which ends in a dramatic scene where the girl's friend attempts to kill the spy, which you won't guess from the mood of the song. Okay, I love these descriptions. Puts my head into place. So everybody, this is coming in from Misty Souls 2, and the track is the anime Aquarion Evol. Aquarion Evol. The name of the song is Pride Nageki no Tabi. Okay, let's do this. Oh, this is nice. Love the 6/8 vibe on this, right? Very swimmy, very swingsy. Love this. What a great hook. I love that pickup right there with the with that flute instrument there. Love that bass work. Ooh. Beautiful production. Everything from the acoustic guitar to the very subtle bells. You'll hear it in the first. Here's some right there chasing right there. Wow. Really great production, guys. Sorry, but that bass arrangement. Absolutely beautiful written track arrangements. What a great track. It checks off all the boxes for me when it comes to arrangements, the musicianship, the choice of instruments, you know, the acoustic guitar, the answer back with the voice with that flute instrument. I don't know exactly which one that would be. It's definitely not a standard flute. It had more of maybe something that might have like a wood form to it or something. And the whole, and the fact that it's also in this nice, really uplifting panpipes. Yes, exactly. It also had that nice 6/8, swing to it. You automatically, it doesn't matter. It could be pirate music or it could be really beautiful music. But if it's da 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 da, that 6/8 vibe, man, I loved it. This was a great track. You guys got to give me 30 seconds. I just saw Amazon dropped off a package and I want it sitting out front. I'll be right back. La 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 la. All right, I'm back. Okay, let's go. Got some new gummies shipped in. It's gonna be a fun evening. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm talking about gummy bears, the Harbos. What do you guys think? Next up, Tonto Corazon. You are up. And speaking of flutes, it looks like even the thumbnail of this is a flautist, however. So first of all, Tonto Corazon, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué te parece, mano? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué ondas, pibe? Pibe. Qué locosas. So, yeah, right, Jeebsenberg. So, let me see. Saw this band open for Deer Hunter many years ago, and they were an incredibly fun band to listen to live. Hope everybody's doing well. So, Tonto Corazon is sending his aloha. Let's check this out. The name of the band is The Family Crest. The name of the song is Howl. Let's go. Feeling like a little acoustic ska vibes, yeah?
Now you say, oh, lover, stay warm in these bones, my dear. Light my heart afire. I know you never mean to say, oh, love the awful things you say. But oh, God, the reasons are yours. Oh, God, the reasons are yours tonight. You
Love his voice.
Stars to the way that we were. How to the moon,
Oof.
to the stars, when the weight of the world is just too much for you. Now I wait as love and fate.
See, so this is where I get a little confused. Is this kind of like ska rockabilly?
Do you want me, baby? You say that a storm is waiting, dear. Turn the lights down low, 'cause one of us is surely gone. I know you never mean to say. I know that we were meant to be. I know you never meant to go break my heart of gold. But oh God, the reasons are yours. Oh God, the reasons are yours tonight. You smile. Forever lost together.
Swing rockabilly. Okay, I got you.
Gonna kiss your lips. I wanna make sure, dear, that my lipstick's
So yeah, this is the swing part, huh? This has got the swing vibes here.
Make you beg. I'm gonna make sure that your heart is true. I'm gonna say here, darling, I love you. I'm gonna make sure that you love me true. Do you love me, dear? Do you love
True
me?
that, Hanlon. God, I love this guy's voice.
That we were when it's just too much for you. Forever lost together.
You think if I get a hat like that, I can sing like him? I'm just saying.
That it's just too much for you.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
That it's just too much. Forever lost together. Forever howling at the moon.
Wow.
'Cause it's just too much for you.
Wow. He has got an amazing voice. That is so cool. What a great
Family
track.
Crest on Audio Trio.
That was just an absolutely wonderful track, man. Tonto Corazon. Of course, every time that Tonto Corazon comes in, you know, we're always going to be blessed with some live performances, you know. And in this case, this one is a little bit more straightforward with that kind of, I guess, see, that's my thing. Once again, when I get the genres crossed up, I don't know. I don't have a big enough depth when I did mention ska or rockabilly or swing and a combination of it. You know, it's just that vibe that I got. I got little Stray Cats in there with some of that vibe that I got in there. But as far as the song, it was a great song. I love the guy's voice. Just an amazing voice. I wish I could have just half of those dynamics for 5 minutes, you know. But I wasn't blessed with that. I was blessed with something else. It's the size of my conductor's wand, is what I'm saying. Just so off base there. I suck. You can tell that this is the second session in the in the stream. Oh my God, I'm the worst. It is what it is. Soy boludo. Claro? Soy pelotudo. Soy huevón. Soy boludo. Tonto Corazón, muchas gracias, hermano. And we see you soon enough again. Thank you for hanging out, my friend. All right, next up, let's see what's going on. I just want to let some folks know, we've had some questions here. A lot of times when we get to the end of a stream like this, and I'm doing donos in this last couple of hours, there's going to be a lot of people that maybe put in, you know, the same amount of money. So I just hit it as it shows up on the form. So just so that you know that there's quite a clusters of same amounts in here. So just whenever it came in through the form on the time is where I'm just going and going and going and going and going. So hang in there. If you got to bail, you bail. You know where the YouTube channel is to post it up, or when I push it live on Twitch if it doesn't get blocked. And of course, 1 a.m., which I don't think he's here with us today, or he's lurking in the background. He'll take the video and put it up on Odyssey as well. So yeah. Next up is Mixusi is coming in. So let's see what we got here. Yes, I know. You're the lowly mod, SB. Our next song coming in from Mixisu is, okay, I'm going to get this wrong, I bet. Beatpella House is a South Korean beatbox a cappella group. Their group consists of 4 beatboxers, Wing, Hiss, Hellcat, Huckle, and 1 singer, Yella. This track is a medley of K-pop songs. I'm always blown away by the sound they are able to replicate only with their mouths, especially the low bass notes. All right, so the name of the group is Beatpella House. The name of the song isn't really a name of the song, but it's a medley of K-pop hits. Let's go.
Blackpink in your area. Blackpink in your area. When we pull up, you know it's a shutdown. 간판 내리고 문 잠궈 shutdown. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Keep watching me shut it down. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 저 우주 위로 날아갈지 춤추러 가. Hey, let's dance the night away. Yeah.
That's amazing. Especially the high trap sounds, like the hi-hat. That dubstep bass. She has a great voice. God, who's ever doing the percussive glitch work on there is amazing.
You already know. Hello.
I cook cream soup, tastes cocoa loco. Want me your wife, but she is. I clean your room, it's so twinkle twinkle. Want me your wife, but she is.
That's amazing.
Supernova.
사건은 다가와 에이 거세게 커져가 에이 질문은 계속돼 에이 우리 어디서 왔나 에이 사건은 다가와
The blonde guy's doing that bass line. It's amazing.
에이 질문은 계속돼 에이 수수수 supernova
사건은 다가와 에이 거세게 커져가 에이 질문은 계속돼 에이 우리
Wow.
어디서 왔나 에이 사건은 다가와 에이 거세게 커져가 에이 질문은 계속돼 에이 수수수 supernova. I came here to drop some money, dropping on my money, drop some money, all this press so yummy, yeah. Twerking when I buy the things I like. Dollars dropping on my yes tonight.
Gold tits sitting on the dash, she a rock star. Make your favorite I wanna rap, baby, la la. Lisa, can you teach me Japanese? I said hi, hi. That's my life, baby. I'm a rock star.
순간 피어나 All eyes on me 불을 질러라 Do or die All my life Baby I ain't seen nothing yet Got them all going shush 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 Shush
Oh, wow. I'm just mesmerized by the talent. It's
Yeah, got them all going Abbacado 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 I'ma get it sun away away 널 향해
wow.
away away 이제 널 끝나봐도
끝을 모르는 너와 나 you gonna
깨뜨려 거침없이 선 Go way up
This is all K-pop music too, right?
우린 흘러내리지 You know what I mean Baby you ain't know what is in my pocket
매니악 나사 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 매니악 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 프랑켄슈타인처럼 걸어 매니악 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 나사 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 매니악 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 프랑켄슈타인처럼 걸어 매니악 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 나사 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 매니악 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 프랑켄슈타인처럼 걸어 매니악 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 나사 빠진 것처럼
Little pan fun there.
매니악
Maniac, maniac. That one, little panning going on.
더 높이 가줄게 내가 바랬던 세계 제일 위에 떨어져도 돼 Anti-fragile, anti-fragile 난 지금 on my way 같아버려줘 나의 fairy tale Now you know my name Anti-fragile, anti-fragile Anti-fragile, fragile fragile Anti-fragile Anti-fragile, fragile Anti-fragile, anti-fragile Anti-fragile, fragile Anti-fragile Anti-fragile, fragile Anti-fragile, anti-fragile
Love me like this, love me like that, love me like this, love me like that, love me like this, love me like that, love me like this, and I love you right back. Love me like this, love me like that, love me like this, love me like that, love me like this, love me like that, love me like this, and I love you right.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Gon' pop like trouble, breaking into your
This is too
heart
much,
like
man.
that. Cool shade stunner, yeah, I owe it all to my mother. Hot like summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that.
Break it down Dum 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 I love it 너와 맞추는 눈
Baby,
I love it 너와 맞추는 춤 Dum 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 I love it 너와 맞추는 눈
What is this bass line from, similar to that we would all know about?
맞추는 춤
All right, that was absolutely mind-numbing. Another one bites the dust, that's right. That was just absolute craziness at its best. I know that beatboxing has come an incredibly long way. And when I think of a cappella bands, I'm thinking of the kind of bands like Pentatonics, and there was an incredible a cappella band that really crushed it through the 90s with their Christmas album. You know, I think a cappella, but then of course this is a beatbox, Beatpella, so the emphasis is going to be on, Manhattan Transfer was one, but there was the other one. I forgot the name of this other band, 5 men. that just had unbelievable a cappella arrangements and stuff. And but this whole genre of the beatbox, and then taking that and turning it into what we just heard, a kind of an EDM version of beatboxing, Nickelback. And I think it's amazing. It's so, because of the fact that times have changed, obviously. So with new things, we'll grow new things that we can do, you know, sonically with our mouths, you know, beatboxing and stuff like that. The one thing I will say that I just have to kind of like, this doesn't take anything away from what they were doing and stuff, but there is some pretty intense engineering going on. And, you know, there are some things that I have to kind of go into that, not go into, that when I'm listening to it going, that is so clean and so perfect, that obviously state-of-the-art side chaining, you know, as an engineer, you know, with compression, you know, reverbs, no reverbs, dry, clean, slight, you know, flanging every now and then. That might be popping in there. Maybe a little bit of tone shaping, you know, to bring out certain things. Like even the kick and snare sound. Yes, I saw the guy doing it, but is there a different technique of compression? And then maybe adding a big, you know, bump at around 250 to emphasize a little more of the kick and the pop on it. I don't know. But it definitely sounds like, you know, the engineer, that was a hell of an engineering job that went on with that performance as well. So I'm just saying, the world of beatbox, this is the first time I've ever heard it taken this far, you know, in any of the channels that I have and stuff. So this was freaking mind-numbing, Mitzi. So that was just killer. Thank you so much for bringing it to us. We're all kind of mesmerized. We're like, what? Okay, next up, excuse me. We have DJ Tambor, and this next track is composed by Adam Skorupa, who has made music for some of the Witcher games. This track plays during the second mission of the game, where the player has to raid multiple villages in order to gather supplies for his faction. So this is coming from the game OST, Ancestors Legacy. The song is Round Shielded Invaders. This is coming in from DJ Tambor. All right, let's go. Yeah, I love the drum sound on this too. It's giving me like a little bit of the vibes of Helgun. What's the name of that wonderful band? Helug. Definitely here now for sure. Yes, Helung. Thank you. Right there, the jaw harp. I hear it. I love that string instrument that's following the melody. Da, 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 da. So the melody here with the vocals, that string instrument backing it up. That instrument right there is making it menacing right there. Kind of hypnotic, but a great gameplay backing track. I love that. Well, there's the tone right there that might have sounded a little didgery. Yes, definitely along with that high lung, if that's how you said it correctly, kind of vibe. Obviously, I'm looking at the thumbnail. I'm not familiar with the game or anything, but it definitely plays into that Viking Nordic, if that is even correct, because I know that the high lung fan base is very, very authentic and very protective, if you would, of what it is. I say that in a positive way, you know. Not in a gatekeepy way, but it's a very personal and a very big connection for the fan base. But as far as the game's concerned, wherever this is playing in the game, kind of gives me the vibe that you are moving through something, but maybe having one-off battles. You know, like you're going through, and then you run into, like, let's say a wolf or something, a dire wolf or something. You hack it to pieces. It doesn't seem like a boss battle vibe, but it definitely seems very mission oriented. So it's an RTS game. I'm sorry, I'm not too sure what RTS stands for. Oh, it didn't take. So in other words, you're saying nonetheless it wasn't really that well known. Okay. Whatever, RTS, what is it? Oh, strategy. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, real-time strategy. Okay. But not too bad, though. You're raiding villages with this track, so I see how that, you know. So, anyhow, that was a really great track. I loved it. It was putting me in the zone, kind of in a trance, kind of like something that you would listen to before you go into that kind of zone of causing terror, if you would. So, let me see here. What's up next? Let's keep going. I have myself quite the list there in front of me still, so let me just refresh. Next up, we are going to be listening to Henderblur. Henderblur, how are you? This is a deeper cut into Vocaloid. Ah, yes, I was made familiar with Vocaloid this year. Vocaloid music, then you may have heard before. Electrocutia? Is that when you use an electrologist to cut back your cuticles? Electrocutia is a project between a composer and artist that put out some great music from 2010 to 2016. This song is a cool mix of different electronic styles mixed with classical and pop elements. Okay, let's do this. The name of the artist, band, duo, combination of composers, Electrocutia, and the name of the song is Fantasia Nr. 2. I think it's number 2. NR2? I'm going to say it's number 2. Let's go. Hi, Handler. Nice. Abstract contemporary jazzy vibes. Loving it. A little bit of the early 2000s two-step percussive work. Spiraling down slowly. Wow. Oh, that's badass. Love the drum work on this and the drum engineering. Wow. A bit of a triplet waterfall there. So bopping on this.
Teshi 紡がれる言葉はひらがな戯れる太陽に甘えて永遠の顔した一秒に溺れる
That's happening in my head. I don't know why. Yes, Benjamin. You were right, though. This is a very unique way to use the Vocaloid technique in a much less is more kind of environment. the bass. Hello. Such a great track, man. Look at that. Oh, big finish. Here we go. Probably. I love that pattern. What an absolutely incredible track. And you weren't kidding when you said that this was going to be a completely uniquely different use of kind of that Vocaloid vibe. Of course, when I heard you say Vocaloid, I was like thinking, okay, I've heard enough of it to know that it could be very glitchy and EDM-ish and all over the place. This was such an abstractly beautiful way of using the Vocaloid technique, yet with the composing on this was phenomenal. I'm going to assume that, I know that you said there was possibly a couple of people that were in on this, but that pianist had a lot to do with a lot of the beautiful chords. I think Benjamin had pulled out, some diminished chords that were going on there, but there was a lot of really unique stuff going on there and some beautiful arrangements. But this definitely was something, this went right on my playlist. This is something that I have to listen to as my gummies are kicking in. For those of you who know, you know, I'm just saying. That's kind of the kind of vibe that it gets me to. It's like, for me, there's two kind of vibes. Hang on for a second. I got a snickerdoodle and I don't want to do it while it's loud. Gulp. Sorry, that was gross. A little oyster on the half lung. It's going to be very beautiful, ethereal, ambient pieces of work that put me in a glide. And then so polar opposite is something like this that's got all these very unique rhythmical patterns going on that are kind of playing with each other and dancing their own dances within the meter, but, you know, having these unique impacts, you know, and it also throws me for like it plays into my ADHD jeebs, you know, way of thinking. So, yeah, that's the way I felt about it. It was pretty insane. Yeah, sorry about that, Obsessed. Class, I have none. And it's most of the times. I mean, I have a little bit every now and then, but, you know, patty cakes at 1 a.m., they keep me in check all the time. Let's see, next up, who do we got? Jegzira, how are you? I know a lot of people bailed because it's late for a lot of people going to sleep and stuff, nonetheless. Let me see, what do we got here? Literally the night I have you listen to the last new release, they released the next one. I'm so stoked for this album coming out on Friday. So guys, this is a brand new release apparently from A Fire Inside, I guess better known as AFI. And the name of this particular track is called Ash Specks in a Green Eye. All right, A Fire Inside. You guys ready? Let's do this. All right. Billy Idol meets Flock of Seagulls. Little Depeche Mode. It's that salad bar of incredible music from that time. The Cult, another one, yeah. Chime in, guys. What band does this remind you of? Or bands, or artists? God, I love this. Little Kaja Gugu. I love that part right there. Yeah, The Cure's another one. God, I love this, man. It's like balling up the best of nostalgia from the 80s new wave bands, you know? A little bit of the Human League, maybe. What a great track, man. That was so badass. I loved it so much. There was it was just like an amalgamation of some of the best songs written during that era. But this was just released 6 days ago. So this is what I'm finding is really unique. It's either it's happening on a much bigger level. You guys are like my ear candy aficionados, you know, so you're out there, and I love the fact that a lot of people are still staying on top of looking for new music, you know, through their playlists and digging through things. But I've been hearing a lot more of very recent productions that seem to mirror the 80s. You know, as if maybe the exhaustion of what the current cultural pop market is yielding is only just funneling its, you know, sounds and ramming it down your throat of one particular style of production and writing and songwriting and songs and vocals and stuff like that. That, you know, there's this yearning, even by younger artists who are influenced by the 80s sound, to say, hey, man, this stuff sounds great. Let's go ahead and see if we can't, you know, honor this genre and do something like that. So that's what I'm getting from it. I just loved this track. Thank you so much for bringing that in here, for sure. AFI for the win is what I'm saying. Did he ever show up here for us and say hi? Oh, there you are, Jack Zera. That's right, there he is. Thanks, Jack Zera, for coming in and hanging out. I know you're probably tired, right? You've been kind of dozing off to the stream here. All right, let's see what we got coming up next here. Next up is Louis Spaghetti. We're going to be listening to some music from Kirby Superstar Ultra. This is a cover song from the game Kirby Superstar Ultra by the YouTube channel, the 8-Bit Big Band. The video won a 2022 Grammy Award in the category of Best Arrangement, Instrumental, or A Cappella. Oh, that's badass. That's a pretty up there award there for you. So let's go ahead and check this out, guys. This is from Louis Spaghetti. Kirby Superstar Ultra, Meta Knight's Revenge. Let's go. I love how the drummer just has auto stank face. It's just how it's gonna go. Now, what are these guys won? I love what the trombones are holding at the bottom, that bottom arrangement in the brass. Is this close to the original, guys? Because it sounds like he might be taking it into a different direction now, the composer. I feel you, pianist. Let the drums be the zip line. Oh, those supporting chords in the back there. I knew it was double with something. I was going, that tone sounds bizarre. So I was unison with that. And you're so right, Aman. I was thinking it was like, thanks for saying it for me. Of course these guys kicked ass and won a Grammy for that. Are you kidding me? That was just insane. What a great arrangement. So obviously, yes, if this was an original chip tunes or 8-bit, you know, this is obviously going to be a Heimlich maneuver in the arrangement, you know, for a complete kind of pseudo big band kind of setup that we have here. One of the other reasons why it's easy for me to understand why these guys got a Grammy too as well is live music, performance, the essence, the humanization, the feeling of it, the vibe, the arrangement, the composition. of it. The musicianship of everybody in there was great. Just absolutely unreal. So badass to listen to stuff like that. And yeah, what Amon said a little earlier, there's a little bit of, it just reminds me of some of the arrangements my uncle and his band members would have done in his band Caldera back in the 70s. So there was a few things in there that I was like, except this was obviously a much fuller expression of it. Thank you so much, man. That was a great track. Next up, Mikkelsen. Are you here, Mikkelsen? Mikkelsen. Hey, Jeebs. This time I'm bringing an Estonian singer and an artist, Tanel Padar, and a live show he performed in 2006 where I was in the crowd as a wee 6-year-old with my dad. Aw, Dad took you to a concert at 6 years old. Let's hear it for dads that do that. We'll get a little experience. I honestly think the entire concert is a good part of why my music taste started and evolved from. By the way, the song's nickname translates to, in English, Third Day Man. So yeah, let's do this. The name of the band or artist is Tanel Padar and the Sun, and the name of the song is, I'm gonna get this wrong, Kolmanda, Päeva, Mees. And this is live. Let's go. All right. Dad took you to this concert at 6 years old? Your dad is a rock star.
Kolmanda päivä ryhti sinust vaidun mä näen. Eilen oli just näin kun puikkukäen. Istoin mun seinä, katson näin sen rohkemeen. Sä olet voidus yhden päivän minun ees. Mä en palu sinut voimatut. Anna veel yks võimalus toetada, et see oli ainus kord. Tulen kindlalt alati, ikka tagasi. Pole tähtsust ometi, kauaks jääda.
I like the salty organ in the back.
Püüan ennast anda kõik.
That sounded weird.
Kolmes päevas piisab ju, et minust puhata, minust puhata.
Little synth line right there. Great sound for live recording.
Anna veel yks võimalus toetada, et see oli ainus kord. Tulen kindlalt alati, ikka tagasi. Pole tähtsust ometi, kauaks jääda saad. Püüan endast anda kõik, et mulle andestad. Kolmes päevas piisab ju, et minust puhata, minust puhata.
God, that bass is grindy. So you have the organ and that synth lead happening there. I love that blend. Let the bass carry it here.
Kolmes päevas piisab ju, et minust puhata. Tulen kindlalt alati, ikka tagasi. Pole
God, to be in there live, watching this. Oh yeah, taking it to a cut time. Oh, they could have stayed on that for a while. I love that, and I love the fact that your dad took you to see this show when you were 6 years old. Your dad is the rock star. There's no two ways about that. 6 years old, he took you to see this. This is so killer. And I love the fact that you even put in the message here how this kind of shaped your journey. You were exposed at 6 years old to live music like this, and you felt it. I got to tell you, there aren't a lot of 6-year-olds that are going to go and have an experience like this. I mean, they might go to a Barney show or something like that. Well, I don't even, well, you know, back in the day, you do kiddie shows and stuff like that. But Dad taking you to a show like this for you to experience this energy, there's no two ways about it. This is the kind of power that music has. And if this was that thing that hit you in the chest and stuck with you, that's making you the music lover that you are. I'm totally with you on that one. No two ways about that. What a great, it was a great song, great, real riffy. You know, it was all over the place. Just a great, powerful rock track, super riffness. But yeah, once again, that was a great story. I'm just more marinating in the fact that your dad took you to the show at 6 to see these guys. Badass. Big tip of the hat to Dad for that one. Next up is Parka Pal. Parka Pal, are you here, sir? Let's see. Went to a concert the other night and planned on doing my usual submit to the headliner thing, but saw the act in the opener and changed my mind for novelty's sake. They were pretty good, gave me Elliott Smith vibes, but the concept of this album was very fascinating and defined one-time only project. Hey, Parka Pal, how are you, buddy? Designed to align with the timeline of his transition, he intentionally recorded his previous high voice and instrumentation in 2022. Waited for his voice to drop after being testosterone. Then asked frequent collaborators and longtime friends Georgia Harmer to write vocal arrangements for his new low voice, helping him harmonize with his past self. An intentional multilingual act of surrender to change. So Parka Pal brings to us the artist or band Bells Larsen, and the song is 514-415. Let's go.
Four to 415. You're the right person, wrong time. Now and then, I still like to play pretend. Do you think that it is strange the weather of your city saved on my phone? Trying not to feel forlorn. Ships passing in the sailing under different skies. A tale is ancient.
I like the engineering of the lower voice. It's kind of cradling us. And a nice tone too. And of course the high voice is a complete octave, so it's just a unison track.
415 to 514.
Ooh, nice little harmony just added in here.
I'm slowly coming undone. I haven't brought myself to clear the mug from your last morning beer. I'll top it up, pour myself another cup. Ships passing in the night, sailing under different skies.
Really nice, super folksy too.
Wish the world would just stay still.
I love the drums. It almost sounds like a single mic setup.
Let me I was a girl.
Like if it was recorded in a closet or something.
So much has changed.
There's a lot of home studios and stuff like that'll do that. They'll have like a walk-in closet that they will trick out just for that really tight room sound.
Look at me the same. But we're ships passing in the night, sailing under different skies. A tale as ancient as the hills. Wish the world would just stay still. The things you reach for in your life. Reach back when those things are right for me.
I love how the harmonies have been filling in as the song progresses.
Hope the sentiment rings true for you too.
I like that little arrangement here. What a great track, but it sounds like I said, it sounds like kind of a home studio vibe. It could have been done at $1 million studio, but the vibe sounded like home studio, like the drums were in like maybe a walk-in closet. It sounded, there was no tom fills, there was really even no cymbal in there, I don't think. Just hi-hat, snare. The kick was tucked away. That's why sometimes it feels like maybe it was one mic that was away a little bit, in a super tight room. And I love that stuff because at the same token, the vibe in the field with the guitar playing and the vocals that always stayed inside this bone, volume-wise, da-da-da. But the good thing is, what I really enjoyed is with the lower voice, they did put like either a doubler on it or something that just kind of gave it a little bit of that stereo imaging that was kind of cradling the bottom end so that the octave higher voice still had its position, but it was just a very nice unilateral escort. And actually, the way you put that in there as far as the description, the duality of the changes that you were saying that the artist was going through on a personal level was really present right there with having the high voice and the low voice. I don't know if that's what you meant when you were saying that, or if that's just the subcontext that my brain is weaving out of your message. Really loved the track. Little cute arrangements in the backgrounds too, showing up every now and then. Sounded like maybe a little synth line, a little synthy string thing would pop in every now and then. Really cool. Oh, I gotta take a 10-second break. I got an itch I can't reach. I gotta get my back scratcher. Stupid things that interrupt a Twitch stream. Stand by. Back scratcher. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting it. Ah, yes. You thought I was kidding. My back scratcher. Chee-hoo. Sorry. Oh shit. That's just what happens when you get old and you're doing streams and you got to get an itch. I'm just saying. Great Sage Sun, how are you? I hope you're here. If not, we're doing your track right now. One of my favorite independent musicians that I'd like to share with you. Okay, let's do this. The name of the band is Koethe, 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 and the name of the song is Better Than. Let's go.
I close my eyes, it's like I'm still alive. Don't wake me up until, don't wake me up until the silent night, it tears me up inside. And I can feel you still, and I can feel you still. things we left unsaid. The phantom in my head. The phantom in my head. A creeping thought. The joy that I can't find. Can't escape my
Just ruined the vibe there.
I can't escape my mind. And now I hate to face the end. So could you let me just pretend I'd give up everything I've left. And I'll never know your like again. You were the best I'd ever been. I know the things were better then.
What great lyrics. My goodness.
Falling ash, you settle to the ground. I see you slipping down. I see you slipping down.
SB's watching after me.
But I am way down from the burden of your love. I wasn't good enough. And now I hate to face the end. So could you let me just pretend I'd give up everything I've left. And I'll never know your like.
The cello arrangement is so subtle, but it's so
The
beautiful.
best I'd ever been. I know the things were better then, back then. And I was so wrong. And it's been so long. And it haunts me still. And I know you're gone. And I was too
Heartbreaking lyrics, yeah.
and it's been too long, and it haunts me still, and I know you're gone. And now I hate to face the end. So could you let me just pretend I'd given everything I've left. And I'll never know your like again. You were the best I'd ever been.
God, that is such a great
I
line.
know the things were better then, back then. And God, how I fucking hate the end. So could you let me just pretend I've given all that I can give. And
What a painful call there. Beautiful.
Until I'm walking with the dead. So will you swear you'll meet me there? Oh, then. I have to face the end. But could you let me just pretend? Could you let me just pretend?
What an absolutely moving song. You know, guitar, piano, great melody, beautiful, passionate tone to his voice, heart-wrenching lyrics. You know, I'm not really one to listen to lyrics that often, only because my brain's cooking on other things. A lot of times you don't get a chance to really soak into the lyrics, because a lot of the stuff we listen to is, you know, not all of it, is, you know, front-loaded with some great instruments and arrangements and all kinds of stuff that gets us all fired up. But a song like this, just beautiful lyrics, painful, it hurts, you know. The breakup, you know, the breakup songs, you know, or you listen to a song like this and it reminds me of the pain that you've gone through when you had a breakup and stuff. And even though this recent breakup that I had about 3-4 months ago was a breakup of me and somebody who was a dear friend, especially the last year we got, you know, it was a really good close relationship, but we had to go separate directions. It brings, right now I'm feeling a little bit of that heaviness and that hollowness in here because of a song that's so wonderfully and well written, and coming from this artist's point of view, I was feeling a little bit of what he was saying in the lyrics, so that kind of tied me into it. So cool. Thank you so much. Next up, Caving, 1021. Caving, are you still here? You were being very patient at the very beginning. You probably left already. But that's okay. You know where this is going to end up being, either on YouTube or Twitch. Good evening, Jeebs. This song, it's pronounced Alesund. I'm going to just let the music speak for itself. Hey, there's Caving. How are you? Okay. Of sheer will. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. So Alesund is the name of the song, and the artist is Mark Kozelek, Sun Ki Moon. Okay, it looks like we're going to see some live guitar playing here. Let's go. The dissonance in some of these chords. Beautiful fluid hand technique going on here.
I'm bringing it to a friend. And no, I don't sing. I'm only alone. Up here in the air, I'm just mumbling at the ground, just wanting to be known while I pass the lonely hour.
That's a very unique picking pattern to carry and keep.
I came down from the moon, I saw you in the rain, laughing, whistling. tonight would be my muse while I build it and I strong. Try not to drown in the helicopter home.
God, that pattern that he's playing with the right hand is pretty intricate. I mean, he's using some very unique chords for this song, but that right hand picking pattern is pretty shakadoobie.
You sing a pretty line. Was it there's so much love that I wanna cry? I thought about it long. Had you repeated in my ear, I couldn't trace it though. But loved you being so close. I should have played it then, from the intro to the end. When they offered me the stage at the bar we landed in, but I turned and walked away from all the fun and back into the black seaside night of all summer. Thank you for
Wow, that was really super unique. Some very, whoops, I don't know what the heck that is. Some very, very unique chord changes. Now, Almond, I think you're right. I mean, it was open tuning. I could tell by the barring and some of the playing what it kind of reminded me of a little bit. But one of the thing is, because I love to play open tuning guitar myself, you can get some really, really, really dissonant chords, if you would, because of that kind of open tuning. That's typically open tuning is in a very pretty open style of notes, if you would. You know, like in a major or something like that. There are different tunings that could be in a minor, but because of some of the weird fingerings and stuff like that, you can get this really bizarre, almost unmakeable chords on a regular guitar to get the same tones. And you start writing in that pattern, you find yourself kind of getting locked into it. Because what was really great about this track, which really closed it up for me, was for the first 6 minutes of the 6.5 minute track, he was staying in this discursive, tense pattern, but then he closed it up as if he just shifted a half step in his chord patterns in a very, what I would consider slack key kind of playing, like a surfer slack key style type of music. You know, like the last 16 bars of that work was all that the really pretty chords, at least seemed to coming past and stuff like that. So, but it was very super interesting, very trippy chords, you know, and it was a little low. So when I export this, I'll make sure to bump that track. But thanks for hanging in there this long, Caving. I really appreciate it. I know it's a lot. Hardcore, you're up next. So no message on this except it says progressive pop. So let's do this. Progressive pop. Let's go. Yes, I'm going to hang in here for all the rest of the tracks. I'm doing it, people. I don't know how long I've been streaming, but I'm doing it. I think I'll have a strudel. Can you see it?
Look around, there's nothing left to keep. By the bottles that broke you from the solace you seek.
You're right about that, Caving.
Didn't know you were one in a million, stuck inside the wall. I'm wondering how we ever got here with no fear we'd fall. Taking all of our eyes, beauty.
God, her voice is giving me these vibes of, oh my God, I can't remember her name. She did like amazing jazz tour with like Jaco Pastorius and Lee Ritenour, or I mean, what was her name? Joan Baez, thank you.
Turn around, it's time for you to slowly let these changes make you more holy and true. Otherwise, you just made it complicated for nothing. One and all, a place for us to fall, living in the rising tide. Our life, a feeling that's moving, running on a million people burning. Don't cry, it's so wild time to be alive. It already happened, nothing you want to change more. Heaven found and the lights went down, everyone's broken now and no one knows just how we could have all gotten so far from true.
Beautiful. it's not Joan Baez that I'm thinking about. She would sing with Pat Metheny, Jaco Pastorius in the 70s. Joni Mitchell, is that it? Yes, Joni Mitchell, that's who I'm thinking. Thank you. What a great track. Actually, the thumbnail of her album really made this song kind of come alive for me too, because it felt like it was kind of a drifty, floaty kind of track, had a lot of fluidity to it, no pun. I love the laid backness of her vocal performance on this. That's what's giving me the, I know that's like a Karen Carpenter vibe some of you got out of that, but I was leaning into a little bit more of the Joni Mitchell vibe. At the very beginning, just with the tone of her voice. Very laid back, very transcendental. And so I just, this was a nice, really super floaty track for me. But I was so into it. I was like, oh, how do I do this? Trying to find out who this is without having to, excuse me. Excuse me. But it was just, I loved every bit of it. Hey, the narrator, how are you? Thanks for joining us, saying hi. Welcome. Let's see, next up is coming from Rotten Soundgarden. Rotten Soundgarden says, hey, Papa Jeeves and Kato Nation, KARDI is a South Korean pop band that uses a geomungo, a zither. The vocalist Kim Yeli has a soulful voice, IMO. So let's do this. This is from Rotten Soundgarden. The name of the band is KARDI, and the song is Watchout. All right. Oh, somebody hit space bar on the computer. Uh-oh, this is gonna be badass. Wasn't expecting that. This is great, yeah, definitely has a great voice.
We know how to do
like what the zither is doing to the track. Love her voice, man. That was great, man, and I love what what that instrument did to it. Sorry, it's just what it is, guys. But I love the sound of that. But I did stop making fun of me. I've been doing this for like 3 hours all day. I don't know how long I've been on, but I've been on for a while, so my tongue is gonna go thithathatho. Her voice was badass. But the sound of that instrument, the zither, had just a very unique pulse to it. Almost would be like an element to me. Now I'm going to mention Cypress Hill. I know it's going to sound odd, but I thought that Cypress Hill as a rap contingency group, where they were masterful was how they would use these little hooky sounds, you know, in the background, you know, while the rest of the rap was going off. I thought they were just absolutely masters at that. And the zither, for me, for this track, kind of played that thing. Between her voice, I was really, I mean, it got funky and stuff, but what was really keeping me in the whole thing was down, 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 down. And she just had a, the twanginess of it. And she had an absolutely wonderful voice. She's an itty bit. Did you notice when she was walking around, she was still on like some 5-6 inch pumps? She's teeny weeny. But incredible voice. Okay, next up, Underwater Dojo. All right. The other day, this album, Space in Your Face, was played in the background while my daughter was apparently paying attention. Not to take in for granted at my 16-year-old, but the point being, she perked up and asked, "What's the deal? That deal with the band? It's not bad or anything, but just like Texas rock, space themed, kind of makes me happy and makes me singing. They're like weird intergalactic cowboys." And I just looked at her and said, "Are you serious? Just look." Tell her that a look at that was a CD, was shocked as close as it came to naming the band. Enjoy. Okay, so the name of the band we're listening to is Space in Your Face. The name of the song is Circles in the Field, and this is coming from Underwater Dojo. Hey, Underwater Dojo. You've been hanging around listening to this on in the background somewhere while you're doing life? Let's go. Here's your track, my friend. Small bean. I just got that. They're using a jackhammer. Can you hear it? Oh, did I say it backwards? Sorry. Galactic Cowboys is the name of the band. Kind of Cosby, Stills, and Nash backgrounds. Harmonies. Great riff. Give me the cut time, all right. Just for a second, just because we can. Making me feel a little Boston-like here. The bass player's getting bloody fingers. I just love those Crosby, Stills, and Nash background vocals. Let it up. Holding it against it. See if he'll release it. No release. Oh, it'd have been great to end with that track with all the crickets at the end. That is super, super shockadoobies. I really love the track. I tell you what, a couple things. Hey, Cheese, thank you so much for the subscribe. How are you? Welcome. So this is Cheese 42,000, just, or is it 420? 420, is there a little hiding behind there? Come on and say hi in the chat. Thanks for joining. The one thing there was a couple things that I thought were really super shockadoobies here. One of them, you know, the riff and everything was golden, but I love the Crosby, Stills, and Nash background vocal approach to, you know, the backgrounds, obviously, in that. But super chunky monkey, if you would, as far as, you know, it wasn't quite proggy. Somebody put prog in there. For me, it was a little less than prog. But the rawness of it, the rock edge of it and everything was just really super authentic. I could see how your daughter kind of like turned an ear to it. I think some of it probably will have to do with the fact that background vocals, there's just something about that just kind of gave it a little bit of sugar coating in the hook, even though it was ballsy, but it was one hell of a riff. I will definitely tell you that. 2 more to go. Next up, Obsessed. How are you? Are you still here? Obsessed. Let me see what we got here. This is an instrumental piece from 2004 album Wake Pig, when it contained 3 and 4 members of the New York experimental prog band Peachcomb. Joe Stote on the keys and hand percussion, Chris Gertman on the drums, and Joe Cuccello on the bass. This piece features 3 guitars, Billy Riker, but it's called Where's Max because it's all the members of Peachcomb except for the singer Max Olson. By the way, rest in peace, Stote and Cooch. All right, let's do this. The artist is 3. The name of the song is Where's Max? Let's go. Very Primus. I'm trying to put my head to it, Garden. A little bit of a Zappa vibe in there, no? Oh shit, the bass player. This is why we got the Primus feels, the Clay Les Paul. Jeez, that was the end of the track. That was so Primus or less Claypoolish. It just was so adjacent to it. I just couldn't pull my head away from it. But that was badass. That was weird. That's as if the guys got together and said, "Ready, go." But I mean, not really. There was obviously some bunch of rehearsals that went into that because of the stop starts and the uniqueness of the percussive arrangements on it. But it definitely did sound very, also had elements of Zappa, you know? So, you know, it had that. Oh, so Peace Bomb sounded like that, but with vocals. Oh, okay, I got you. Wow. But I guess with the vocals, then it really must have sounded a little closer to Primus, you know, with that kind of approach to it. And I just wonder if the bass player is actually one of the main writers. It would seem so, the way it sounded. But I also liked like it was a really small room or a garage recording of sorts, you know, that kind of vibe, as I'm saying. Okay, let's see what happened here. Whoops, something just happened. What the heck? Okay, so what's up next? The final track for this stream is Black Crown Initiate. The name of the song is Stench of the Iron Age. This is coming from JMax 728. And let's see what this is. Aloha Jeebs, I love the guitars on this song so much. One of the guitarists is Andy Thomas, who also currently plays with the Rivers of Nihil. And he does the guitars and some background vocals for both the bands. Hope you like it. All right, let's do this. This is Black Crown Initiate, and the name of the song is Stench of the Iron age. Let's go. Wow.
The crippled bull of discord wrapped in avarice
Not only the bass tone, but that pattern.
will find its way into another age. The crippled bull of discord wrapped in avarice will find its way into another age. The crippled bull of discord wrapped in avarice will find its
The low vocals there, that's badass.
into another age.
Not the oohs, but actually over the melody.
Crippled bull of discord wrapped in avarice will find its way into another age.
Raw. God, that drummer. God's sakes. God, I'm gonna need a hot chocolate after this to get to sleep. Jeez. Yeah, this is the Christmas playlist, you're right. Nice run. Jesus. God, this drummer for the win. Jesus. Oh my God, this drummer. Bruh. My brain on drugs, fried egg in pan, is exactly how I feel right now after listening to that. That was the baddest ball banging track that we heard on the whole stream today. That was the heaviest, the gnarliest, the most delightful Christmas playlist song we've had. J-Mac for the win. Bone crushing. Oh my God. That was such a track. And the thing is that, after, we're all listening, for those of you who started in the stream all the way through, we're all listening to music in our headsets and stuff. I think I have a little bit lower of a level of being taxed, listening to all this music, because of my age and stuff like that. But I really kind of perked back into a gear once I heard that drummer was phenomenal. Yes, it's the band, of course. It's Black Crow Initiates, Crown Initiate. But that drummer, listening to him, my calves were getting cramps. And I don't even really play drums. I know enough. I did play drums when I was younger, but that was just bone crushing. And once again, it's one of those things where there's a little bit of an exhaustion for me, not listening to the music, but when I think what it takes to write a piece of music like that, in its art form, in its composition, what does it take to write that? What does that look like? With so many intense changes and stuff that were going on there, what does that look like when you're rehearsing this track? And do they have music stands in front of them, and are they making notes and stuff, and doing the same things that they do? I mean, making little petroglyphs maybe and notes on what to do for the next 8 bars or something. Oh my God, what a stream. What a stream. I got 2 solid chunks actually